Good morning, everyone. Is it morning? No, it's afternoon. We are taking a quick walk, and then when we get home, Sebastian is gonna play with a friend. Do you know for sure you're gonna play, or that's just when he's available? He might not want to. Okay.
So in second grade, we were in the same class. So we made a part of a book, and we never finished it. So I'm gonna bring it to his house so we can finish it.
We might make some bracelets later too. But I was working this morning. The label I had resized. I guess he's switching printers, so I had to resize it again. And then I was working on our family calendar because I'm 10 days late on that. Yeah, that gets too much water. But we actually have a break where it's not going to rain till later today. Somebody already stepped on that later fly. That's good. But I'm going to take a lake walk. You can't even see it right now because there's so many beautiful plants.
Every now and then I'm getting kind of bad popping from.
Why are they bad? You haven't bitten, so how do you know? Or the ones you bite sometimes are bad? Well, I don't know. But we stopped for a meat stick. Hi, squirrel. Because Sebastian wanted a meat stick. And I was craving french fries, so this is what I got instead.
I want french fries.
And they taste good. But we're gonna have our snack. We got some teas. I asked the owner what he'd recommend for somebody who doesn't drink milk and doesn't like things sweet. So he recommended a strawberry lemon green tea, and I got that. 50% sweetness. I think I could have gotten it 0 sweetness, and that would have been just fine.
How deep is the water?
It's a very, some spots are really shallow.
How deep is the water, Mom?
Some parts are really shallow, like that branch. It's probably, like you can see the rocks down there. The branch is sitting on the ground in parts. So that's probably like only to your knees or waist. And other parts are deeper.
That's not even to mine.
Yeah, like it probably gets deeper towards the center.
That's like to here.
But yeah, we're gonna take our walk and then I'm gonna get him home. It took us a little while to get started because he wanted to go to the store, and then we got the teas. So he'll get home a little after 2, but it's fine. It takes about 20 minutes to walk around, so it won't be too far after. But yeah, happy Thursday. Hello friends, it is 9 o'clock. I think exactly 9 o'clock. Oh, today I started my day here. I had to resize a beer label, and then I did the family calendar, and then took a walk around the lake with Sebastian. He wanted to go get a beef jerky stick first. I got some chips, and then we got some drinks. Took a wonderful walk. It was so great out there. It was in the low 80s and it felt like it. It didn't feel like 100. and there was no direct sun, so it was nice to not be fried for once. And then we came home, he went out to play, and I immediately started cleaning. I got a lot of donations bundled up and dropped them off at the thrift store. Normally I do a pickup, but we did have a big box of pots that was very heavy, and they don't pick up anything heavy with the donation truck. They'll just leave it. So I just wanted to get the dining room cleared out because Teenie invited friends to come to dinner Saturday night. Tonight is Thursday night. So my main things I needed to get done were getting those donations out. So it was my first time, no, it was my second time dropping stuff off, but the first time I did it, I just had one bag of clothes and I just left it there. Nobody was out there. Today there was somebody, so I came up with the 2 trash bags of clothes, and I was like, hold on, I got more. Walked back to my car and got the big box of pots and pans. It was very heavy, but I was fine picking it up once it was like up at arm height in my car. And I handed it to him and he's like, oh, because it was surprisingly heavy. It was like an electric kettle and all sorts of pots and pans because we got a new set. And then I had 2 other boxes that had kids' shoes and clothes. So got all that done, and I did a speed run of the thrift store. I only saw 2 shirts for me that had stars, which is great because that's something that the school likes to wear on Fridays. And I found a Lego set for Sebastian. It was Lego Friends, but it's like a little, I think, a pet store or something. So it was really cute. We took it apart after I got home because it was like partially together. It looks like we're missing a little vehicle that went with it, like a little bicycle cart, but we're hopeful that he can actually build it. It has enough pieces. We definitely saw the unique pieces from the main building, and it had the figures and the dogs. Just no vehicle. But then I went back to more cleaning. I got a lot done. Everything is still quite messy, but like if you saw it before, you'd be like, wow. I did hours of work. The school table is clear, which is huge because Sebastian just dumps and dumps and dumps on that. And I did my other task of breaking down all the cardboard boxes we had built up because that needs to go out tonight or tomorrow morning to go out with the recycle. So that was time-related task, but doing good. I have a whole nother weekday to work on that. I do need to go to the store, even though it's just that one. Jenny went to the store this afternoon to get stuff to add to our dinner tonight, but then also supplies for making pasta. On Saturday he's gonna do baked ziti, and then for me aglio olio because I can't have meat and cheese. And he messaged me at one point, hey, how much spaghetti do we have? I forgot to look, so I sent him a reply, and then he didn't go down the pasta aisle because we had tons of spaghetti, but he needs ziti noodles. So I need to go and grab ziti noodles. I know I'm gonna want a break from cleaning, or to just get out of the house in the morning before I clean. Sometimes just coming right in, I want to start cleaning right away. We'll see how that goes, but yeah. I had unhappy intestines when I got back from the thrift store. Like I was starting to feel it there. I'm like, I'm gonna check out now. And yeah, so that wasn't fun. I don't know if it was the tea I drank or eating a bunch of potato chips. I don't know. Who knows? It could be last night's dinner. We tried a Mexican place I had never had before. It also could have been my breakfast. I ate way too many Cheerios, and Cheerios can give me, you know what? because it's a lot of fiber, and I already get a lot of fiber in my diet. But yeah, after that I felt a little violated, and I was just exhausted from cleaning and choring. So I sat, and I did clean in the morning before I got on my computer too. It was all kitchen stuff, but yeah, I sat and just chilled and worked on another crochet flower that's gonna be like a rose until dinner was almost ready. Then I made the protein for Jax and I. We ate, and I had a bath. It was too hot though, so I was using it kind of like soaking the legs in the hot tub, so it didn't really help my back. But I don't know, our water comes at a different temperature every day. It's so random. Yeah, I think that's it. I did get a new color of hair. It's from a new, like a seller I haven't tried before, so it's always a risk. I never know if it's gonna be what I need, and what I need specifically is braiding hair that is high temperature. But they all listed as high temperature, even if it's not. There's supposed to be 2 categories. High temperature, it can take a straightener on medium to low heat. Like they start out with this texture, which makes it great for gripping in the braids, but I like to be able to smooth it out to this texture, like right here. I was testing on here with the straight iron. If it is hot water hair, then you can dip it in boiling water and it melts. And people use that because they'll do their braids, and then instead of having a rubber band on the end, you melt the end into a solid mass. Obviously, I cannot use a hot iron on that kind of hair, and I have gotten it once and it just goes into gum. So when I have to order from a new place, I don't take it out of the package. I'll pull just like the tiniest little tip of a hair and I will test it, and if that looks good, I'll take a bigger chunk and then a bigger chunk, and I have gotten one that was on the extreme other end, and I needed to go up to like 400 degrees to straighten the frizz out, and I can't use that on my hair because my natural hair does sometimes get in the way, like it's mixed into the braid, and that would just fry off my poor delicate hair, so I couldn't use that one. But yeah, so many companies are advertising that it's high temperature hair, and then they'll also say hot water set. But I was hopeful about this one because it said it softens in hot water, and that's true. That's true. But that it could withstand high heat. And then I read the reviews, and if there's a lot of people who just braid it into their hair for like a little festival style, and they'll be like, oh, it's so frizzy and tangly. But it's because it's meant to be like fully braided and stuff, unless you deal with the texture like I do. But if I find somebody who actually braids with it, they usually say whether or not they were able to melt it by dipping. And somebody said it was really hard to seal, which is the dipping. So I was like, yes, I think it's gonna work. And so I took a chance. I got a single pack. I was gonna get 2 packs, but then it was gonna extend the delivery day, I guess, because it would have to come from 2 warehouses. So I just did 1, and I was with the plan to order more if I like it, and it works so nice. It's so nice, and it's so pretty. It's exactly the color I wanted. I'm gonna try to have it more like all red at the bottom, and then slowly add more blonde until it's all my natural blonde from like here up, so that I don't have to dye my hair. That's the plan. And Danny doesn't really like the photo I sent of him kind of mocking up what it would look like if I dyed my hair to match it. So I think that's the plan. I really don't want to have to dye my hair because I don't want to have to deal with it fading or having to try and get it out of my hair, because I'm not bleaching my hair anymore. I'm just letting it grow natural. It's stuck. I didn't do my hair today. It was a cleaning day. Anyway, I wanted to show you that. What do you think of the color? It is so cute. It makes my eyes look more green. Okay, well, that's it. I'm gonna go get Sebastian and get bedtime started, edit this, and yeah, the day has gone way too fast with all that cleaning. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.